If you're a Spider-Man fan who's been a fan of the movies and the lore or whatever, the pop fiction, but you never quite got into comic books, I do recommend picking up Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man. I believe it's volume 2 or 3, just came out. The link will be in the description below. Also, some of my favorite Spider-Man story arcs of all time will also be down in the description. You can also check out my top 10 greatest Spider-Man writers. I will also be producing more top 10 Spider-Man videos throughout the summer. And I will also be doing giveaways for those who share my videos on social media. Just tag me in the post, King Chimera, across the board on all my social media accounts. We're going to be giving away like Spider-Man issue number 1, volume 1, Web of Spider-Man number 1, volume 1, and Spider-Man 2099, volume 1. You can find links to all these comic books in the description below. What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy, the wisest and most powerful of all nerds, Brimeezus. And I just got back from watching Spider-Man Homecoming. I still got my 3D glasses on. I'm still twipping over the movie. Get it? Twipping, twip, Spider-Man, you know what I mean? Being the world's leading expert on Spider-Man and the biggest Spider-Man fan in the world, I am very grateful that Spider-Man has finally been brought fully into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was a dumb and ridiculous idea for Sony to hold out on keeping the rights of Spider-Man for movie purposes, and I feel that is one of the biggest things that kind of hurt this movie. Not that it's not a great movie, it's a mildly great movie in my opinion. It's my favorite Spider-Man movie so far, but I feel that having so many different iterations of Spider-Man previously kind of put a dent or negatively impacted Spider-Man in some way. Now, Spider-Man is a cool character. It's not very difficult to do a good movie with a great character as Spider-Man. Spider-Man is basically the coolest superhero out there, you know, like obviously you got a cool costume, a cool power set. I mean, come on, if you don't like Spider-Man, you're basically a loser. The movie has great storytelling, it has great narratives, great humor. It does emotionally grip you, but I feel if they went a little further in a certain aspect as far as the emotionally aspect of the movie, it would have delivered a much more satisfying, you know, overall product. One thing that Logan did very well is that it didn't really pull punches on the emotional aspect when it came to, for example, the death of the African-American family that lived in the farm. I feel Spider-Man Homecoming would have been a lot better than a movie that didn't pull punches in that regard. Spider-Man Homecoming gives us aspects that Transformers and Wonder Woman did not. For example, Wonder Woman didn't have any true nail-biting moments. It didn't quite move the narrative in the pace that it was supposed to. Transformers had a weak plot, didn't really give the characters true purpose, and every character that was featured in Spider-Man Homecoming did have true purpose. But it is a fantastic movie. I love how they did the Vulture. I love how they did like other characters such as Mary Jane, Aunt May, even obviously Tony Stark's in the movie, the great Robert Downey Jesus. You know, any movie that has Robert Downey Jesus in the movie, it's like an automatic B-. You know what it is. And even though we have 5 previous Spider-Man movies, it does bring a few more elements with Spider-Man that we have not seen before. But it's not quite as neotoric as like a Doctor Strange. I feel as far as superhero movies go this year, it's pretty much neck and neck with Guardians of the Galaxy. It is better than Logan. Now, I can't say that it's the best movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is a really good one, but I can't say that it's better than, for example, Captain America 2, Captain America 3, even the Avengers movies. It is really great, you know, but it pulls a little punches in some areas I can't really talk about because it's kind of spoilerish. I'm going to give Spider-Man Homecoming a B+. And just because the movie is a B+ doesn't mean that the movie is not genius. This movie gives us something new as far as a young Spider-Man who is very naive, doesn't quite understand his powers that well, and it kind of allows the audience to not only grow with the character in this movie, but also give us a platform for us to grow with Peter Parker and Spider-Man in future Marvel movies. I think that's genius on their part. Anyway, it's your boy, Brimeezus, the wisest and most powerful of all nerds. I will see you guys next time.